Alright, welcome back. I'm Omega Dragon. We're in a case of a shadow. Last time in Detective Pikachu, we were looking for a shadow that has been controlling Trevenant.
Hey, Rita! Wait a second.
You're so cute. I just love Pikachu so much.
So it auto-saved right here. So this is what happened. Trevenant went berserk. But there's a mysterious Pokemon running around this facility, and I think it caused Trevenant to go berserk. Did you see anything come this way? I'll check the surveillance cameras, which will be safe though. And then I asked about the surveillance cameras. Then about the surveillance video. Yeah, it means the culprit is still hiding somewhere in this facility. And then about the camera. Sam was actually a very cautious person about the news facility. So it's this building or in the news facility you mentioned. And then she was talking about Detector Dorothy. Or was it Detector? Anyways. So we have to look for Detector. Is it Detector? Or what is it? Dorothy. We have to look for Dorothy. Whether it's Detector or not. I'm not very sure. Yeah, that's not it. Fridge. I don't even get how Fridge is the name of Frederick though. I never heard anybody called Frederick Fridge before. I've heard Fred, and that meant Frederick. I still remember the thermostat being like 59 degrees. Now that I think about it, the room is awfully cold. That doesn't mean that it was 59 degrees in the room. Normally, 59 degrees rooms are not that bad. Unless, I don't know. These books won't have any info for us. I don't even get it. Was I supposed to look everywhere in the library, like any search bar? Oops, that's the front. So I have looked every room. Now I have to go to Dorothy. That's not Dorothy right there. Oh, about the old research facility. Huh? The research facility was rebuilt? Oh, my goodness. More material for my ghost stories report. About the ghost stories. Can I see your report? But I've lent them out to the others, so you'll need to ask around. And there's poor Trevenant. Anyways, let's check. looking for it. Can't believe it was on the very bottom. We found the vial shard, but then we went back inside. Oh yeah, that paper scrap was trash. Oh yeah, it was people. Dorothy. Alright, so that's Dorothy. And then the Pokemon doesn't matter, but new laboratory. The current PCL is a reconstruction. During an experiment 10 years ago, something went berserk and destroyed the building. Dorothy might know more details. Though I just asked her. And she gave us a report. Wait, this is not Dorothy. No, that's not Dorothy. Who that is, I think... Yeah, Dorothy is this lady, if you can see correctly. She's the one underneath Carlos, so we would have to look for Dorothy, not knowing where she would be. Sorry. Just trying to find a good camera angle. This is good enough, right? I think. Anyways, we have to look for Dorothy. And Dorothy, I believe, is in Carlos's room.
Hey.
Nina is apparently keeping some records, but do you happen to have that report? Hey, did Nina talk to you about that too? Such ghost stories can't be real. So it was Nina, that's who I was talking to. I suppose you're still free to read it if you like. Here, I'll give this to you. Ghost Stories Report number 3. That means that there are some people that have ghost stories reports. And I just got the third one, meaning the first one was probably either on the left side or the right side. Wallace, the one I don't trust, I'm going to... I feel kind of bad about that. About the old laboratory. Well, thanks for that, but the ghost stories... Okay, so Carlos gave me the third report. The storage room's right to the right. I'm not gonna go in there because there's nothing there. Except for when I think there would be a scary Pokemon over there. You know what? I'm gonna ask you. How did I not ask you about the... Wait, what did you say, Pikachu? No way. She makes a good point. I don't think it's gotten out from around here, but how about over at the lobby? I have looked at the lobby. Yeah, the accident was like a type of experiment going berserk. Looking forward to some brilliant detective work, Tim. That's not Dorothy. An accident? No, that's the first I've heard of it. Seems like we've stumbled into another scoop. Okay, so Dorothy's not in this room. I'm not going to ask any Pokemon about it because they don't know anything about it. Let's go down first. To this room. No, wait, that's the library. Nothing's in there. I won't look there yet, but I will probably just look around that like a detective would, but I don't know. I'll just call you Fred, not Fridge. Is that alright with you? Okay, so he's the guy to ask. Okay, that's number 2. That means that number 1 would either be in the front or up above me. Either it would be the Doesn't it bother you? Does what? The testimonies from the Pokemon here about the mysterious Pokemon and Nita's ghost stories. Double check. I was going to look in here. Are you Dorothy?
Yes?
Yes, you are. About research about the old facility first. You think the old PCL is tied to the mysterious Pokemon? I don't know much about old times. But we do have some records. They should be in the library, second shelf from the back. Alright, let's go have a look. Old materials. Alright, so that's a start. About the ghost stories. Oh, you mean Nita's report? I've already finished reading it, so you can take it. I knew it! I knew number 1 would be there. So I went from 3 to 1. Countdown. Get it? Then the mysterious Pokemon. So I'm going to read the ghost stories. I'm not going to show you them. I'm just going to see. I knew Dorothy would be somewhere. Ghost Stories report number 1. When I was eating my lunch in the courtyard, my last sandwich suddenly disappeared. I looked all around, but saw no signs that anyone had eaten it. The courtyard was the place where Trevin went berserk. Then we have number 2. On a sunny, sweaty day, I felt a sudden chill when I was working. I couldn't stop shivering for a minute. When I checked the thermostat, the temperature had dropped nearly 10 degrees. Are you talking about the library, or are you talking about like the office? Not the office up, but I meant the one on the top left. And then, Ghost Stories report number 3. I heard this story from someone. The clock in the doctor's office started spinning really fast. They left the room to bring someone else in to show them, but the clock had returned to normal. Well, that I know is Rotom, but the second report might be Mimikyu, which I've heard that Mimikyu would be in there, but number 1 I'm not very sure of. Or maybe that ghost type would be Vanillite, even though Vanillite is not a ghost type. It seems like the Pokemon here knew there was a mysterious Pokemon around. There might be some clue to identify. Is there anything that caught your attention? Well, Trevenant going berserk actually did help, but Nina's ghost stories gave me better detail. Garbuilder's experiment didn't do anything, so... I bet it's the mysterious Pokemon that is responsible for all the ghost stories. But where? Where is it? This must be the corner Dorothy was talking about. There's a lot of old PCL material. Aha! The founding of PCL. I hereby found this research facility in order to further improve the relationship between mankind and Pokemon. John Walls. This is over 20 years old. There's a photo of the founding members. Hey, let me see, huh? Pokemon are in the picture too. I wonder what that Pokemon is called. Let me have a quick look. The Pokemon in the picture are Herdier. Gengar. Got it. Sorry. Gengar, Mudkip, Herdier, and Apom. The accident at PCL. A Pokemon suddenly went berserk and destroyed the research facility. I guess it's Gengar. We are unable to maintain our activities here. The new research facility. Seems like the facility was left abandoned for a while after its closure. They rebuilt it 2 years after the accident. That I'd rather not talk about. What kind of Pokemon were here back in the old days? There was a shelf with Pokemon data we haven't looked at yet. Let's check it out. What are you talking about? This one? Not that one. This one? That one. Alright. I'll look it up for 1.5 more minutes. I'll look up 2 Pokemon of my choice. Actually, I'll look up all 4. It says its tail is more dexterous than its hands, and it can hang from a tree even if it's asleep. No, it doesn't. That was just something it didn't know about. It's strong in spite of its... Oh yeah, it does cause mischief, even in anime. It's strong in spite of its size. And it can lift boulders, and it can even breathe underwater. And that's Mudkip for you. So it buries itself in the mud to rest. Gengar. Apparently it can cause people, and it can curse people, and even use hypnosis. What's this? It says here, a room with Gengar in it is about 10 degrees colder. Wait, so it's Gengar, not Mimikyu. Herdier. Nothing? There you go. It heard the mysterious Pokemon say, I was here first. Yeah, Wait, what does that mean? From the time of the old facility? Yeah, I think that's it. A Pokemon from the old facility still lives here and is causing all these ghost stories. So it must be one of the Pokemon in the picture of the founders. Let's have a look in my case notes. Which I will in the next video. I'll see you guys then.